Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. If you are new around here, subscribe down below, click the like button, all that good stuff. It's massively appreciated as we're now on the road to 4K subs. As always, if you want to watch me do this live, the link down below to my Twitch. I will be live as you watch this video. Please feel free to come over there. If you've got questions, it's the best place to ask me them because I can answer them one-to-one. And from there, !Discord, you can join our Discord server. There's over 400 people in there now. It's growing every single day. People making loads of coins. It's completely free to join. There are areas that are for Twitch subscribers and Twitch Prime subscribers, which has the sort of what we say is paid for content. The subscription over there is $4.99 a month or free if you've got Amazon Prime. For that, you get access to the silver spreadsheet, which we update every other day probably just to keep the silver prices updated because Footbin doesn't do that. You also get a weekly trading guide. You get a promo trading guide. I've got guys over there now making 1 million coins a week easily. I think it's good value, but either way, it's free to join if you want to join the Discord, so please do get involved. And that silver spreadsheet could be helpful for tonight because tonight we're likely to see the release of UCL marquee matchups. There's a chance that there will be some silver supply from those. You never know, EA might just go gold heavy because they're trying to stop people from doing League SBC packs, but who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, this video essentially isn't really a silver trading video at all. Normally with promos like this, there's a lot of silver trading being done, so I show you that. But EA have, in my opinion, intentionally kept the silvers out of packs so the prices go up. It's harder to stack packs. You have to buy FIFA points. It's just what EA do. But what we did get last night was the ones to watch upgrades. So these are them as such. This is tradable and untradeable. Now I just want to show you quickly the cost of these. So Footbin has the tradable down for about 56k, the untradeable for 41k. Now here's the reason why I don't think these are very good value. If you look on this page, there's only Griezmann, Coutinho, De Jong, Hazard, Ben Yedder and Pepe worth more than the untradeable SBC. All the tradable SBC to be fair. But Wan-Bissaka's about the same price as the untradeable, give or take. But there's a lot of dross here. The one that stunned me was Delict's being 30k. That's too cheap for him. He's an 87 rated that's actually quite usable. Mental that he's only 30k. But yeah, the ones to watch SBCs in my opinion aren't really worth it. But I have done a tradable one to show you guys that they're not worth it more than likely. But if you're not going to do the ones to watch SBC, or even if you are going to do the ones to watch SBC, there are ways you can make coins really easily. Now the first one I always talk about simplistically is fodder. Now, what I want to I'll show you the teams. I'll show you what you need for the SBCs and tell you that my thinking is the same way. We'll go to the tradable one. Most people I know seem to be doing the tradable one. It's in a ones to watch for minimum 1, team of the week, minimum 1, 83 rated. But the big thing here is it's 70 chemistry. Now, the untradeable is 55 chemistry, which isn't so bad. But 70 chem generally means you need to find links into most players. You don't need to have strong links into everyone, but you do need links. Now, whenever this happens, I tell my subs the same thing, and my people over on Twitch, that realistically here, your money is in the fullbacks, without a doubt. Your money is always in the fullbacks. Now, I just want to show you some players that you can be sniping right now to make coins, and I'll show you the ones that the main one that I bought some of yesterday before I changed it up. We're going to go over what happened with these De Jongs. We're going to give you the filter for these De Jongs, or any ones to watch in a minute. As you can see, I made a huge amount of coins for them. I was picking these up at 80k, sending them for 90k plus last night, which was absolutely nuts. But here you can see the Falvins. So I bought him at 2.5k, and the reason why I bought into Falvin at 2.5k is because he's a winger. Wingers and fullbacks in relatively high chemistry SBCs see the biggest rise. They always do, without fail. Now I just want to show you. So I bought a few Alara Mendy's for a couple of k. He didn't really see a rise. He went up a little bit, not massively. This was when sort of rash investing at 6 o'clock. If you invested beforehand, you make more coins. But right now he's sat about 2.4k. So it's coming up slightly, but not really. But Falvin is. Now, the players that I'm going to tell you about right now, I'll tell you that right now, Falvin, for example, go and buy. The best way to snipe these players, right now I'm not going to be able to snipe many, I don't think, because it is the middle of the morning in the UK. But at the moment he's sat at 4k. What you want to do is get to 59th minute, put your cursor down at buy now, use compare price back out method. Anything that comes up sort of 4k or below, you're probably good to buy. But yeah, you want to be sniping these Falvins and they're coming up. The chance of sniping them is going to be slim to nothing at this time. Later on will be a really good time to snipe, especially if people are opening packs. They'll come down, you might be able to buy, hold as they rise again. But Falvin's good. Now, I'm going to show you Serie A specifically because I like Serie A for when these things happen. Now, if we go to Footbin, this is the Serie A in general. These are the positions. Now, I want to show you. If you saw Alara Mendy at 2.4k a minute ago, right now you're seeing Politano at 2.8k, snipe him. Suso at 2 million, at 2k, which actually is a bit more than that at the moment. Snipe him. Lozano, snipe him. All these guys here just snipe. Bernardeschi, 3.2k, snipe him. There's nearly 1,000 coin difference between him and Alara Mendy, which is nuts. Absolutely, absolutely nuts. Right backs, Haisaj is an 80 rated card, going for 3,100 coins at the moment. Snipe him. What you could do realistically here is set your filter for sort of right back Serie A, and then maybe try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So maybe I'd go with maybe right back Napoli, for example, as one. They're both going for quite a lot of coins. That's what I'd be looking at right now. Right back Napoli. Danilo's a decent shout, but I prefer the look of these 2 guys, Malqui and Haisaj. And then other ones, Kolarov is high, Rodriguez is high, Gulam is high. It's ridiculous, realistically. Crescito is high. They're all very, very high at the moment, and it's always fullbacks you want to look for. So if I were you, I'd go to Footbin, I would look up the specific leagues, and I'd go from there. That's what I would do. And look at the players that are selling for a lot. Only use the major leagues. It's the best advice I can give you. I'd be careful with outside the major leagues, because again, you need decent chem, and there aren't that many high-rated players that are going to get you to the 83 rated outside of the major leagues. So that's what I would be doing. I'd be sniping those players right now. However, this video is about the best sniping filter I've used for a while, and essentially last night when the ones to watch this came out, the market got flooded because people were buying, either they had a De Jong or whatever card it was, and they bought them, listed them, and everyone was undercutting each other, This morning the market's calmed down, but the price hasn't really gone up yet. And as time goes on, people will keep doing the ones to watch SBC. It will just happen. Creators will do it, and wait for other people do it. It's just the way it goes. Now, as you can see from my transfer pile, I picked up a huge amount of De Jongs last night. I made something in the region of 200 to 250k, I'd say, conservatively, for picking up all these De Jongs. Now, the question mark is how I did it. Now, you guys can't see it, but it wouldn't make a difference anyway. Every single one of these De Jongs has a basic chem style on them. So when people were opening up from the SBC, what was happening is everyone was listing them, and I realised, I looked at them and I was like, hang on, there are a lot going on with basic here. And this is when you try and think out of the box a little bit. So my filter that I set up for De Jong was special, basic, and now what you want to do first is just check what he's selling for. So for that, you can use Footbin. So you can go to Frankie De Jong on Footbin and go, what is the average selling price they're saying right now? At the moment for Frankie De Jong, they're saying about 88k. This might be a little bit out of date. We'll refresh and just see if that's actually the case. But I think it's about 90k. But I'd use Footbin as a guide either way. I wouldn't use it as the gospel and the be all and end all to trading. I just don't. It guides you. It's saying 88k, but that was updated 16 minutes ago. So what I would do initially is I get the filter up. Let's go De Jong here first. De Jong. And I'd set my min buy now to like maybe something in the region of about 80k at the moment to filter out some of the team of the weeks, and then go to 90 there and just search first to see what he's selling for. So there's the ones to watch there, which is going for 90 at the moment. Some more going for 90, 89 there, 88 there. It's just gone for 88 and 87 500, okay? That's what they're going for at the moment. He's going to go up into Weekend League. Be mindful of that. So you have 2 choices here. You buy, flip straight away, or you buy to hold for Weekend League. I know a lot of people are buying to hold for Weekend League. That would worry me because it means that you might hit investors when it comes to it. But what I did is I set my filter for about 75, and I set the rest of my filter to about 80. When it was selling for about 90 plus yesterday, I went up to about 82. But right now, what I suggest you do is maybe no more than 82 probably would be right. If you sold him at eventually sort of 90k, which is more than feasible with the fluctuations, you're making about 3k profit a card off each of those. And then you search. You search it, and you flick through to the 59th minute, which is here, which is a bit annoying actually because there's one in there. And you want to compare price back out on him. And keep compare price backing out until someone lists one. Someone will list one, guaranteed. It just will happen. Ideally, you want the end one here to drop off, which is not going to do for a little while. Let me see if there's a way that I can narrow this down even more, maybe. Yeah, if we lift up this filter here, let's go min buy now to get to about 78. We should be able to put more onto one page. Here we are. There we go. Perfect. So we go here, down to buy now. So the reason why you get down to buy now is just so that if one does come up, you're able to snipe one up. There's going to be none coming on at that price right now. Tonight, however, when Europe is online, this filter, I promise you, will be OP, as you can see by the ones I bought. But just compare price back out, keep doing it, one will pop, you've got to be the first person to buy it, and again, up there, click buy now, up. That's how you want to learn to snipe. With buy now, you want to just go across it, the movement is right, flick, click, up. Basically, that's it. The best way to do it every single time. I picked up 40, about 50 that came up, I picked up 40, I think, which was really solid. But this can be done for every single ones to watch. So don't just sit on Frankie de Jong because I'm showing you them. Look at the cost of the ones to watch. And the way that I looked at it is, I look at the price of them. For example, this Lukaku here is 38k, right? He's sat on 38k at the moment. I'll go and check it. I'll just have a little look and see, okay, Lukaku. Now, I think he's a harder sell, so you've got to be mindful of that. But I'll go down to to check his price, maybe 34. Bring this one down. I know I can sort of flick it down better than that, but it's fine. He's sat at 38 right now, apparently. So we'll just go 39, and we'll just search with a basic chem style on him, what he's currently selling for. So from 39 at the moment, 37, see, it's cheaper than Football Insane he is. You can get stung by that if you're not careful. 36, 35. So realistically, Lukaku's down at 35. 34 even. My ideal situation here that I would think about with Lukaku is maybe thinking, okay, cool. 34 after 10% the tax comes off. You're looking at about 30k gives you 2.5k a card. So that's what you should be looking at in my opinion. You should look to be about there, down to about 30, maybe 30, yeah, about 30k. And you search. Keep going up, it's going to let me do it, cool. There we go, 32. And you just search. And if he comes up at anything in the realms of about 30k, to me that's a buy. And you keep doing that. Again, chance of me getting anything at this time of night is slim to nothing. But as you can see, last night I picked up literally 40 of them. I told my subs about it, so some of them are on it without a doubt at the moment. But it is the most OP method right now because come 6 o'clock, people will get their packs and people will just chance it on ones to watches. It will happen. In fact, I'd say to you, look at it from 6 o'clock on to about 8, 9 o'clock because that's when I was looking at it yesterday. Just keep an eye on seeing if they're still popping, and they were still popping like mad. It's always going to be better at the beginning of the hype for the card, but it's always possible to do it at any time realistically, so long as you're patient. The ones that I like are maybe the higher level ones, not quite the most expensive, but think about Coutinho and de Jong, they're the ones I like the most. They're in the realms of good price. To end the video off, we're going to go for ones to watch player and see what we hit. I doubt we'll get anything at all, realistically. I just did it to show you guys that it's just not worth it, which is when the scenes will be that we'll pick up like something. But at least we got a walkout one, which is something. It's French. Please don't be, it's going to be striker. No, it's not going to be striker. Hernandez. So realistically, I put about, give or take, about 40k into it. We got Hernandez out of it. Do I think that Hernandez is worth it? Not even remotely. It's not. It's just not. It's not good value. I can't stress that enough. It's just not good value. At the moment, I believe he's selling for like 25k, which is just nothing. I may recycle him and put him into another one for content for a stream, but they're just not worth it. Trade instead. Make coins. To sum it up, sniping up fodder, specifically snipe up wingers and fullbacks. Again, go to a foot bin. Check which ones are high expensive for each league. I've just shown you the Serie A ones. Look at all 5 major leagues. Trust me, you'll make bank from it. And then that filter I've just shown you, which is basic chem style, special, the player. You want to sort of set your filter about 10% below what they're selling for your min buy now, and then 10% above for your max buy now, and you'll be able to pick these players up, especially tonight at 6 o'clock. But that's going to be the end of the video, lads. If you are new around here, please do subscribe down below. It's much appreciated. Come over to Twitch, watch me do it live. But for now, lads, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.